I owe you my life, sir.
The honor is mine, my queen.
You know this man?
I know him. As one of the greatest fighters the Seven Kingdoms has ever seen. And as the Lord Commander of Robert Baratheon's Kingsguard.
King Robert is dead. I've been searching for you, Daenerys Stormborn, to ask your forgiveness. I was sworn to protect your family. I failed them. I am Barristan Selmy, King's Guard to your father. Allow me to join your Queen's Guard, and I will not fail you again.
All right, well, lucky you. You have clicked play now on something else here. The Fresh Take is expanding. We're growing because of your support. There are just so many listeners that we were like, well,
it's overflowing.
They can't all fit on the movie Fresh Take show, so we're just, hey, we like Game of Thrones, so here we go.
I think we're all in agreement. This is our favorite show on television right now.
Well,
or like,
yes,
like,
of course it is.
Yeah.
It is mine. Yeah. I was trying to be funny there. It's Eric Droz, Adam Connection, Rob McDonald. It's the same people that you've grown to love and admire, probably look up to.
Like, I think we're probably some people's heroes.
Probably unlikely.
I don't know about Rob.
Well, yeah, not Rob. I wasn't talking about. I was talking about myself primarily.
Okay.
This is we're just gonna have some fun with this. Yeah, as Adam just mentioned, we love Game of Thrones, and it's so fun to watch. And man, geez. I was counting down to the premiere.
300 and what? 300 and something days.
Yeah, I don't know, but I was counting down, and it finally came, and it was fantastic. So I thought, why not? And by the way, what you just heard there was a recap, a clip of the previous episode. And so what we figured we'd do is talk about that and go over that and what we thought, and also maybe say some stuff of what we feel about in the future. Talk about some characters.
We should say this right off the bat. Rob has read the books, so he has a hat in front of his face right now, so we don't see his facial expression. So if we do say something that
I'm blocking my face.
Because we do not want spoilers.
Yeah, I don't, and so yeah, let it be known that there will not be spoilers in this, because we're not live, and if Rob does ruin something, we'll murder him, and then we'll edit it out.
I'll do some reflecting.
You know how much work it is to edit out a murder? It's just the whole thing. It's the whole thing.
So season 3 got underway on Sunday, and I guess it picked up after the Blackwater.
Pretty much goes right into it, eh?
It just it went right into it, and we were introduced to a good group of some of the leading characters. Reintroduced. That's kicked off this new season. Yeah. Because the one thing I'll tell you this, what I realized about watching this episode, I thought, God damn, there's a lot of freaking characters in the show now.
My God,
and HBO does this lovely thing where they only do 10 episodes a season, and they do them very, very well. They do them very, very well, but they just simply put, they can't fit all these characters that are in the show now in every episode.
And the crew has said that it's just so taxing for them that they wouldn't even be able to do more than 10 episodes really for it. So with this.
And also because it's HBO, and it's what they do. They do 10 episodes, and they do them very, very well, instead of doing 22 and doing 12 of them or 10 of them or 14 of them really crappy. So anyway, I enjoyed the episode. I thought it was really good. I thought it shed some light.
Episode.
Yeah, it was. It was a great kickoff.
Like nothing
episode.
crazy happened really. Like no big events.
Well,
really some stuff.
Daenerys there at the end with with the little kid and that
the guard, the old captain of the guard coming back.
Yeah, Barristan Selmy.
Barristan
coming back from the first season.
Right, and that was a big surprise. I didn't see that coming because I didn't. Well, I didn't think
you kind of dismissed him as a character.
I thought he was a very minor character, and that he's going to be, because he just left, right? He left the King's Guard because
got exiled.
Some hostility.
He got exiled.
A little hostility occurred.
Yeah,
exactly. So that was a big surprise at the end where he meets Daenerys and oh God, what's his face?
Jorah Mormont.
What's that?
Jorah Mormont.
Yes, Jorah.
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 What a guy.
Which some people might not have come together with it, but he's actually the son of the Bear, the guy that's the commander of the Night's Watch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's the son of him.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I didn't know
the disgraced son, and that sword that he gives to Jon Snow in the first season was his sword.
Right.
Jorah's.
Right.
Yeah. So
that's a fun fact I learned today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I didn't know that. But I personally, my favorite character in the show is Jon Snow. So I'm always intrigued when Jon is on
the screen
because I like following his story. Him and Daenerys, I like following both of their stories. But Jon is with the Wildlings now, and I thought he met the king beyond the wall.
Yeah. Men's Raider,
which was a pretty funny scene because he knelt down and
he's like,
Your Grace.
Your Grace.
And they all started laughing at him and whatever because they're just savages for all they portray of them. So, what did you guys think of? Like, what stood out? What
of the episode?
Yeah.
The scene, like, I think definitely Jon Snow is gonna become the prominent storyline eventually with his wildlings, and like they're gonna go for the wall, so you have to really pay attention to that storyline, I think, a lot, and it's you can tell it's gonna develop relatively quickly. I think shit's gonna get real up in that, because obviously the White Walkers are running around, and I think that entire the show kicked off right off the bat with Sam running away from them still, so that was good. Like it didn't
following up from
it didn't pussyfoot around the issue of like zombies on horses.
I mean, we got to see Ghost back too, right?
Yeah. What I was afraid of is that like time would have passed, right? And that's what I hoped they didn't do. That we come back to the season and all of a sudden there's
a bunch of stuff happened that we didn't get to see.
Yeah, and now they're going to be going back and showing this. I was like, okay, let's move on, let's get on with it, and so I like that they did that. I kind of I tell you this, I feel really bad for Tyrion right now because he's really in a. So I feel like there's like a big hurrah coming for Tyrion.
Yeah.
Like something big needs to happen because he's going to be an integral part in some way. I think everybody feels that way, that he's going to be an integral part.
And he's definitely the fan favorite character
right
now.
Yeah. Right. But he's so disgraced right now, right? Because he pretty much saved King's Landing.
I lost mad respect for Tywin when he was just harping on him the entire time. Just like, bro, you were a cool guy. Now you're just being a total dickwad.
It's an interesting change because really at the end of season 1, he kind of warmed to him a little bit, right? Because he actually said, "Go and be the king, be the hand of the king in my stay," right?
Yeah.
Well, when I can't be there, then he comes here, and then
I really liked Tywin in the second season. Like even the scenes with him and Arya and what's the place, the shittiest city on earth,
Harrenhal.
Harrenhal, the place where dreams go to die.
Yeah.
That place, like he was a cool character there. He was like a real he looked like a real general, a real king. And I was like, yeah, all right.
Those were like his moments with Arya and like some of that stuff was some like scene stealing moments, like him acting with this girl who's really a fantastic actress who again wasn't in this episode, unfortunately. That was the one thing. Like we were talking about how there's so many characters and stuff like that. This is a season premiere. Most season premieres you get to see everybody, but second season we got to see everybody. But yeah, there's so many characters, so many places to go to. So it's kind of understandable that you didn't get to see Jaime and Brienne.
You didn't
get to see Arya. But I'm sure we'll see both of them. In next episode.
Well, we will, yeah. Well, I'm sure the next episode will focus on the people that we didn't see.
Yeah.
But and it is totally understandable. I was agreeing with what they're doing, but I find it like what I was trying to say is how difficult it must be to film the show with and edit the show is the other thing because one episode you're missing half the people and so that makes it hard to follow along. But with Tyrion, going back to Tyrion and how disgraced he is now, and Tywin is a real big dick. You're right, but I think that he, during those types of times, like that's how it was. Like if you were a dwarf, like back in those ages,
you were not respected.
No, you weren't respected at all. It just didn't matter if you were part of royalty or not, or rich or whatever. You were still looked down upon.
Still a dicky dick face.
Yeah, it was really harsh. But I think so that's why I think there's going to be some kind of like big hurrah. I don't know necessarily this season or at some point. Tyrion I think is going to have some kind of big Something's going to happen.
And he was really the lead character in the second season. I mean, like, you didn't get an episode without him, and he was such a focus of like every episode, pretty much.
Fan favorite.
Yeah, and definitely
fan favorite. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think it'll be interesting. The one, as I mentioned, Jon Snow is my favorite character, and I'm really interested in his storyline. But I think, now that I'm thinking about it, I think that this season I'm most looking forward to seeing what happens with Daenerys.
Yeah.
Because she got this slave army.
The nipple cutting army.
That scene was just.
I was like,
that was just a scene, eh? It was just, it was nasty. It cuts off the guy's nipple.
Crazy warlock chicks.
And how funny was that guy though? When the translation,
he just keeps saying terrible things, like calling her a whore and stuff.
A Westerner whore.
And
do you want me to translate that?
He's very honored by your
presence here.
Visit here. Yeah. You want me to translate that? No, of course I don't want to translate that.
Tell the old man he smells like piss. Yeah. Do you really want me to say that?
Yeah.
Of course not.
It was really funny. That guy was a really funny character. But I'm really, I mean, the scene with the dragons was really cool, and just her character, and I like that she's becoming more of a badass. I like that she's taking more of a stance and saying, okay, like I'm going for it. I'm going to go for the throne, and I'm going to just unleash hell. And I hope she does. I'm waiting to see that moment where Daenerys becomes this like bitch of a character that just starts killing everybody with her dragons.
Because she's just had enough of all this bullshit.
Yeah,
and she's like, all right, fuck it, I'm going to go kill everybody now.
Yeah.
Well, she's a character. I mean, that's basically for the past 2 seasons suffered quite a bit because she trusted people or for whatever reason, right? In the first season, it was that her brother and that witch who said she was going to save Drogo, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then in second season, it was when she was in Karth, right? And then her dragons get taken away. So, it's nice to see her perhaps learning a little bit and just seeing what's going to happen for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and I was also glad that what's his name wasn't dead. They found him on the shores.
Davos.
Davos,
Davos,
yeah. And
he's in a shitty place right now too.
Yeah, no, he's gonna die. I know Davos is gonna die. He's got to die because they locked him away in the episode.
He is not respecting the Lord of Light.
Well, that fucking bitch, man.
I hate her character. Like I've been saying this. She is the wild card for me.
Okay, can we just tell people who we're talking about first?
Stannis' lady
Melisandre.
Stannis' bitch.
Melisandre.
No, Stannis is her bitch. If we're going to be honest.
I'm saying bitch because she's a female.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Wow, that is just rude.
Well, she's making him burn people alive, right?
Yeah.
It's just stuff that I guess Davos isn't used to him doing. And since this time, when before and like earlier in the second season, he was kind of split between the two. He's like, I'm going to listen to Davos for a little bit, and I'm going to listen to Melisandre, what she has to say. And I mean, I guess he has a point a little bit because at the end of last season, he listened to Davos and it got him, tens of thousands of people killed, and he didn't get the throne, right? He lost.
Yeah.
When
she's just a wild card for me. Like I don't know what she's gonna do. I don't know if she's as powerful as she says she is, or if she's just like obviously putting on a big show. I don't know. It's just so up in the air for me.
I just realized something just listening to you guys talk right there. And this is actually something that has never occurred to me, but what I just realized is that the women have the power in Game of Thrones. Like, you think about this, Cersei, that crazy witch fucking lady, Daenerys. No, seriously.
Oh yeah,
think about it.
Even Rob's mom just totally fucked him over by letting go the Kingslayer.
About it. Like Daenerys has her ships, her army, and her dragons now. Cersei's the fucking queen of King's Landing. That stupid witch bitch.
The Tyrell. What's her name?
Marjorie.
Marjorie.
Yeah. She's got a lot of power now.
She's
like influencing the king behind his back, trying to be nice to the civilians.
Is that something I just picked up on that doesn't matter, or do you think that's something that?
It's something really key in it because really at the beginning of the story, none of the women really have power, and that's just the way this world is, right? Like only the men are allowed to be kings. It has to be like all the men basically have to go before the women gets any power.
Yeah.
And it started off Daenerys was nothing. She was a slave to her brother, basically.
But that's so weird that I just clued into that now. It's like this episode, like the premiere, I don't think it was very heavy on plot. Like it didn't really reveal too much about what might happen in the season.
It's a setup episode. But it's setting up some
definitely fucking just let us know that all the women in Westeros are wielding the power right now while the men are really confused. Think about it.
except for poor Sansa. She's
sure,
just,
but
she's,
look at,
in a bad place.
Look at the men. Like, look at the men that are like trying to, like, Stannis doesn't know what the fuck happened. Tyrion just got disgraced by his father. Jaime Lannister is still caught somewhere. Robb doesn't know what to do. Like, all the men are confused and like losing power, and all the women are gaining power.
The only men that I really think know what's going on are the two council members at King's Landing.
Oh yeah,
Varys and
and Peter Baelish.
Yeah,
Littlefinger.
Like I think those
Baelish.
two. I love those are two of my favorite characters in the series because I just love the idea of like the political side of it. Of they they couldn't fight to save their lives.
It's how to play the game.
But they know how to play the Game of Thrones.
Triple H.
If we're talking about if we're talking about differences here too, it's a great thing because with Varys and Peter, something that you couldn't do in the books was that they never got any like real focus, but they're in it. That's all I'm gonna say, and it just brings much more focus to those two characters.
I love them. I love those characters so much.
They're played very well too.
Yeah, they're acted very well, and HBO's done a really good job. Very good job.
Yeah,
they really have.
They've done a very good job of portraying those characters, and I guess really quickly. What's going to happen? Like I don't like going forward. I don't even know where to start.
Oh, there's too many storylines, man.
Yeah,
like,
there's too many storylines.
The one storyline that I want to just mention quickly that I don't know if I'm most fascinated, but really looking forward to is Arya's storyline with the assassin. With the guy whose name I can't say at all. Rob, help me out here.
Oh,
the assassin
damn,
guy.
I don't even remember.
Who can change his face?
Well,
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
you know
the badass assassin guy.
Well, he leaves her at the end of last season.
Yeah,
right?
but he's still gonna have.
That's what I'm most looking forward to see. Like, I think that Arya's gonna get trained, and then maybe she's gonna come in and
be an assassin.
Or like maybe not like a full assassin, but get trained to kill somebody. Like, I don't know. Joffrey, please.
He's a dick.
Personally, I think Sansa's gonna kill Joffrey. Like,
you think Sansa's gonna kill?
I think Sansa's gonna like poison him or something, or do something to him because that bitch has got to die.
Yeah,
and I think Sansa
he's going to die. He has to die.
Yeah.
If he doesn't die, Game of Thrones fans will overthrow HBO and
we
write
will
the next
storm
fucking
the gates.
season for them.
We will storm. We will take 100 ships and use wildfire. And I don't know.
Talking about a slightly toned down character, though, Joffrey. I mean, perhaps he wasn't as hateable as he has been before in this premiere episode. I'm sure he's going to have more moments.
What I think is happening with Joffrey is that he's aging. And he's starting to get feelings. Like he's a little kid, right? Like I think he's starting to get feelings for women. So I think he's like
the way he's just staring at Marjorie over there.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more respectable if he wants any time with Marjorie, right? So I don't know.
I would bang. Dude, Marjorie's so hot.
Would you?
You don't think she's hot?
She's very attractive.
Of course I think she's hot. Are you kidding me?
Okay, I don't even know what you mean. You have the worst sarcasm radar. I don't know.
I have the best. You have the worst sarcasm radar.
I have the worst sarcasm radar.
Sucky sarcasm person.
Oh.
And one storyline we haven't talked about yet, and it wasn't addressed in this one, was that at the end of last season, Winterfell burned to the ground, right? And Bran with Hodor and his little brother as well, right?
Hodor.
I'm sure we'll be seeing them in the next episode as well.
And what's Fuckface been up to?
Greyjoy, Theon?
Dick
Theon,
fart.
He's been knocked out and dragged back to the Iron Islands, I think, and he's gonna have get a talking to. He's gonna get a paddling.
He's gonna get a talking to. All right, so can't wait for the next episode. So I guess we'll be doing this every week now.
Next week we'll talk about the last episode.
Yeah, it's just a blasty blast is what I like to call this little segment here. So there it is. That's how we talk about Game of Thrones. And if you'd like to join the conversation, no
spoilers.
No spoilers. If anyone spoils anything,
we'll find you.
There it is. You heard it from Adam here on The Fresh Take.
Your Grace. Your Grace? Did you hear that? From now on, you'd better kneel every time I fart.